Today's episode is brought to you by the book Everyone is a Sinner But Me, available now at Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com. Pre-recorded from Volpes Studios, it's the MCS1 Show.
Welcome everyone! Welcome to another exciting edition of the MCS1 Show. I'm MCS1 and today I have an awesome special guest. Today I have my dear friend Brianna. Brianna, welcome. I'm so excited to have you here.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Oh man. So you are also the first girl I've ever had on the show. So today
That's very nice.
it's also very sexist. But
yes.
but today
Well, I'm glad that I'm the one to break the barrier.
Yes, today you are shattering that glass ceiling.
Yes.
the glass ceiling of the MCS1 show.
Well, I'm glad to do it.
Yeah.
Let's break it.
So, the reason I'm having Brianna on is Brianna and we've known each other a few years. And we're really close friends. We got like a lot of different stories between each other, some of which we'll tell maybe a little bit today. And then we have another episode dedicated to some of Brianna's dating life in Provo, Utah. For another time, which is going to be really fun because Brianna's had some crazy experiences. But anyway, today we're going to be talking about something that Brianna has done very recently, and she has created this art studio-esque thing in Provo called the Paint Loft, and I wanted to give her a chance to like talk about it and explain what it is, because a lot of the listenership for the show is gathered in Provo, Happy Valley area. So Brianna, tell me about the Paint Loft, like basically what it is that you created here.
Yeah, of course. So the Paint Loft is pretty much a class that you go to. It's not going to be anything like college, though. It will be a very relaxed environment, laid back. You know, you come with your friends, you come with a date. You know, Provo, Utah. That's all. That's all the rage there, right?
I know a very non-college class for a very college town.
Yes.
That's obsessed with dating. The classic phrase of Provo is "get married or die trying."
That's right. So we're inviting everybody to come, whether it's a date or a girls' night or a guys' night, if you don't have that significant other yet, to come, and there will be an instructor. You can prepay for the class. You can come then and there and pay for a class. Everything will be provided for you. We will provide a canvas for you. We will provide the paint brushes for you. We will provide the paint. Everything will be provided for you. We even have these professional looking easels and chairs that you get to sit on so that you feel like real artists.
Oh my.
Right?
All you need is like little artist hats and you're good to go. Like little French hats.
Yeah. Yep. You get aprons and everything. So
do you have things for like, you mentioned it's a one and done. Do you have things for like if people want to come back, like different series of classes set up or different things to paint?
yeah, we will have themed nights. Along with that, we will give people punch cards. So if you attend so many classes, you will be able to get a class free at the end of your punch card.
What days are you open for this? Is it just like a Friday night weekend thing or an every night thing?
So currently we are open on Mondays, Fridays, and Saturdays. Until we kind of build up the word that we're there, and we will be open just for the date night stuff for the first few months. A Monday night will actually be family night for those of you who are married and have kids. You can bring your kids. Those ones will be a little bit cheaper, not the full-on instructor paint nights. It's just a come and do it yourself night on the Monday nights. Friday nights, we'll have one. Saturday nights, we'll have several during Saturdays. Hopefully we'll be able to get the word out and we'll be open every day soon.
What gave you the idea to start the Paint Loft?
That is a good question.
I realize it's probably a loaded question too.
It is a very
But
loaded
but take
question.
as much time as you want to explain this.
So I've been into art my entire life. As far back as I can remember, I started taking art classes when I was 3 years old by a local artist, and it's just kind of stuck with me. I've taken art classes up through college. In fact, it was my major. That's what I just kept going back to, was the art. And finally, I actually started selling some of my paintings that I'd been doing just for fun in my basement while my kiddos slept. That would be my break as a mom to go do something that I needed. So I just started selling some paintings, and I'm like, you know what? This would be such a great idea to open a studio and have people just come and do art when they wanted, you know? I was talking to my husband about it, and he's like, hey, that's like a really great idea, you know? Like, what else do you have? And I said, well, it'd be really fun if we turned it into like a date night, you know, where you come to a one-time class, you know, and I know there's something similar to it up in Salt Lake, but of course, Utah Valley doesn't really do the alcohol scene, right?
Yeah, and also the other thing is a lot of people from like Provo, Utah Valley, Happy Valley, the place of many names.
Yes.
A lot of people don't want to commute to something up in Salt Lake most of the time.
Oh, yeah.
They're
Yep.
pretty lazy. If something isn't like within maybe a 10 or 15-minute drive, they don't want to go do it. Especially
Yep.
like the college kid. The college kids, it's worse because it's more like a 5-minute drive. It gets even smaller to them, like the world. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
even when like you and I, we both lived in the place like the Riviera apartments.
Yep.
Everyone was always doing Denny's night.
Oh, yeah.
And I was just like, man, why do we always go to Denny's? And I hate Denny's. I think Denny's sucks. And
Yeah.
the reason, you
Yes.
know, and I hated it. And I was like, well, I'll go because my friends are going. But the reason that we were going was because it was literally across the street from the Riviera.
Yep. Well, guess what? We're right across the street from the Riviera too. We are literally we are in the same complex as Burger Supreme. We're by FedEx, we're by Jamba Juice, we're across from Denny's. So we are right there. We're like a 5-minute walk from the Riv.
Oh, nice. That's good.
Yeah, it brings back the memories. Oh my
Yes.
goodness. In fact, get this, just for our grand opening, I went and hung flyers on all the Riv doors.
Oh,
That brought
nice.
back memories.
Yeah, because you and I both we worked at the Riviera Apartments as RAs.
Yes.
Yeah, that was. I'm not gonna lie. I worked a lot of different places. The housing industry, student housing in particular. Like my community college back in Iowa, I started there. You know, bounced around a little bit, but man, the Riv was by far like it was. I loved it a lot. But after we had a certain employer, we're not gonna name names. We had a certain boss who left, and then after that, it became the worst place to work
Oh, yes. Yep.
out of all the housing jobs I've had, it became quickly the worst job ever once our wonderful previous boss had left.
Oh, yes.
So and I immediately quit like shortly after she
Yep.
started, but you stayed on for a while.
Yep. It was that thing where it was what was getting me through. I didn't wanna I I wanted to, but I didn't have the means to quit.
Yeah, and I think that happened with a couple other people
Yep.
there. So you're close by the Riv. What is the exact address? I know the lot area, and a lot of other people do,
Yeah.
but what is the exact address?
Yeah, it's 1774 North University Parkway. We are in Suite 18, and we have like one of the biggest signs on the building, so you won't be able to miss us. It is bright, it is there. Um, so yeah, and we're downtown Provo, across from Lavelle Edwards Stadium and the Riv, and All of those fun apartment complexes right around there. We're in the center. So
The Glenwood and
Glenwood, yep.
north of, I think it's Yview.
Whiteview,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh man.
Close to Raintree. We are smack dab in the center. So
Man, that all of that brings back memories. And you're just a little bit north of Denny's, the
yep.
classic
The
rib
very
hangout.
classic hangout.
Um
Yes. Where we'd all go to just loiter.
yeah, pretty much. And so for the Paint Loft, are you also what is your guys' website?
Yeah, it is the paintloft.com. Pretty simple. It's our name.
Yeah. How'd you come up with the name, by the way, for the Paint
That
Loft?
one just kind of hit me.
Or was it like one of the only things that was like available as a website name and you're like, "Ha, got it."
Surprisingly, it was the first name that I came up with, and it was available for everything.
Oh, really?
Yes, with the exception of one person on Instagram. It there's no other Facebook pages, there's no other websites, we
You
we
got
got pretty lucky.
you got the branding locked in.
We got the branding locked in. That's us.
Tell me a little bit about the interior of the Paint Loft.
Yeah.
Because I think that's one of the cooler things that you guys have going
Yes.
on.
Okay, we are trying to go, it's in the name, loft. We're going for a loft type fill, not just any loft though. We are going for a New York loft type fill. So on the inside, we have a blank wall to your left that is full of just canvases. It is all art, it's kind of like just a blank canvas, has it will be switching out, people will be buying the paintings that are displayed on that wall. I already have some people interested from the grand opening and purchasing several of the paintings that I have up.
Oh wow.
There's a cool
So
Oh
you
yeah,
so
right?
you're kind of selling your own artwork
Yep.
in there as
Yep.
well.
I'll
Oh
be
man,
selling my own stuff. Yep.
man, I should forward you some of my books to sell in there or something.
Oh, give them to me. I will gladly do it.
All right, we'll talk
um
later.
Oh yes. There's a seating area. It's really kind of loud and obnoxious. It's a bright orange couch. So you can go sit, chill on the couch, enjoy our other wall opposite where is exposed brick. Of course it is faux brick. It's a wallpaper, but
I was about to
doesn't
ask.
look like that.
I was about to ask when you came in, do you start tearing down some drywall a little bit?
Oh no, that one would have been too hard. Of course, we did the original wallpaper, the old stuff where you have to soak it in water, and that was a beast to put up because you have to match the brick. You have to
Oh,
match the brick pattern on the wallpaper. So it was it was a beast to put up. We got it done though and everything. And then in the middle of the feature wall, we actually have a chalkboard that has our calendar of all of our paint night date nights. So you can never miss it if you come in.
nice. After redecorating the Paint Loft and like getting everything set up, were you like, man, maybe I should be an interior designer kind of thing, or was it more of the opposite? Like, man, I am never doing this. Not even my own home. I will rent forever, wherever I go, type of thing.
I was actually like, okay, bring on the home, like I'm ready to decorate more. I was into it. My husband, not so much. He's like, I'm done painting. This is yours. So yeah, it was a lot of fun to me. It was relaxing, with the exception of several wallpaper mishaps with kids running around. But
Oh,
other than that, it was pretty good. It was fun to do. I'd do it again in a heartbeat. So
cool. And you guys just had your grand opening.
yes. Yep, that was Saturday on August 5th.
Yeah, how'd that go?
We actually had people lined up at the door before we even got there.
Oh, nice.
So it was huge. I
You're like
gave
shoving
away.
them across aside. You're like,
Oh,
hey,
yeah,
I need to get in to
right?
open this place. Move it, nerd.
Right, though? Oh my goodness. I'm like, excuse me, gotta open the door. And they were all excited. They're like, yay, she's here. And of course, we had everybody. We had cookies for everybody. We had water, soda stuff for everybody. I actually did several examples of my artwork for them right there. I set up a tarp and I showed them how I did several of my paintings. They got to see a look into the artist's life and see what we were all about. We had a whole bunch of people come through. There was a coloring table. You could sit down and just relax and color. We had a huge drawing where people won a whole bunch of art related. There was a airbrush, a marker airbrush, some colorful crystals that would glow and grow in the water. It was a
Really?
growing crystal. Yeah. So we just had a whole bunch of prizes that we gave away. One of which, the grand prize, was 2 free tickets to an upcoming paint night. So
Oh.
we were packed full, we had a lot of people in and out. It was great.
Anything else that you want to mention to our listeners before we sign off?
Yeah. We are actually having a contest right now. If you come in to the Paint Loft, take a picture and do hashtag the Paint Loft Utah and post it on Instagram, tagging us in it like that, we will enter you into another drawing to win several more tickets to a free paint night of your choice.
So I currently don't live in Utah. Could I have someone else like take a picture of it inside and then Photoshop myself in and then put it on Instagram? Would that still qualify? Would I?
If you ever visit Utah, yes.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind in case I'm ever back, which I probably will. Anything else that you would like to mention, Brianna?
Nope, that's all. Just come for the free soda, free paint, and a canvas to take home with an instruction.
All right.
You got it.
Wonderful. Well, that's our show. I want to thank my good friend Brianna for coming on.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. And until next time, take care of yourself and each other. Peace.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to the MCS1 show. For bi-weekly episodes on society and counterculture, subscribe on iTunes, Google Play, or Stitcher. For regular updates, show notes, and links, head to the MCS1show.com or search AOL keyword MCS1.